Good morning, good morning. Test, test. Is it cool if I have my phone like sideways like this? Just wondering, let me know. It's like one of those nights where like I know I didn't get that great sleep, but it's whatever though. Morning flex. Brr. Look guys, nobody wants you to get abs. They want you to stay fat forever. They don't want you to have muscle. They want you to look natural. Maxie, what do we got today? What do we got? Oh, we got back, biceps, tanning, cardio. First things first, let's water that toilet. Mirror check. Flex up. Flex up. So I can't actually. What the fuck? What? Oh, that's just a fly. I can't actually show this part because it's like, I don't know why. Protect me, Shaker Cup. Here's me at 173.5 this morning. Remember what I said, guys. You will fluctuate. See that? So a lot of people don't see me do abs in my YouTube videos because it's usually at the end of a legs workout and I'm kind of in a hurry and I'm not filming myself towards the end of that workout. So what do I consider high volume? Guys, high volume is relative. I hope you know what that word means. If you don't, like Google it. It basically means like doing, let's just say 10 total sets of chest for me on this day might be high volume to this guy over here who just started lifting. Whereas for me, that's nothing. And volume can be looked at as like total number of work sets as well as total work volume. So it could also mean my total poundages. Let's just say 15,000 pounds, whatever. If my average squat workout is 10,000 pounds, if I start doing 15,000 pounds, we could probably consider that 15,000 pounds high volume. We more so use the term high volume when we're trying to describe like a set of volume that's on the edge of the most we would want or can do. Of course, high volume can just be arbitrary. It could be like, oh yeah, I think that's high volume, or like, oh no, that looks like low volume. I mean, it's almost like you just decide. You could look at it like, okay, is that low volume? Oh, I could definitely see that person recovering from that. Is it moderate volume? Yeah, he could probably recover from that. Is that high volume? I wonder if he could recover from that. Flex up! Flex up. Volume and how much you're able to do and recover from relies heavily on the intensity of the weight, which means percentage of 1 rep max that the volume is in. The book that I've been writing in lately, my morning journal, is called the 5-Minute Journal. I think I have an affiliate link. If you end up purchasing it, use my affiliate link. Everybody from Scotland for asking this question. Matt, do I find that doing my current steady state cardio is as effective or optimal as HIIT cardio? I believe he asked. Hey guys, when you're doing your thing, stand tall. Currently, guys, I am doing 400 calorie steady state cardio sessions a week, generally burning 400 calories in about 25 to 30 minutes. When it comes to HIIT versus steady state cardio, trying to use some sort of relative comparison here in terms of like time and effort. Let's ground this and say that a HIIT session, a high intensity interval training session, is like this: a 5-minute warm up, 10 all out rounds, followed by finishing 400 calories. The difference between this HIIT session and a steady state session is the HIIT session begins with the rounds. In both, you're staying on a machine to 400 calories. All right, we got that out of the way. I would definitely say, in terms of fat loss itself, that the HIIT session is probably more effective. The thing with the contest prep is I'm balancing not just fat loss, but with muscle retention. And with muscle retention, I have to worry about gym performance and a few other factors as well. High intensity intervals kind of hit your body, it hits the nervous system almost like lifting weights does. Whereas steady state, medium or lower intensity does not. High intensity intervals demands more recovery. You can overall do more lower or medium intensity steady state without having to worry about it affecting your workouts and recovery. So my rationale lately is I'm trying to stay just doing the steady state for as long as possible, maintaining my gym lifts or hopefully maintaining more of them because of that. What I'm going to do is towards the end of contest prep, somewhere in the 6 to 4 week out range, then maybe add the HIIT for the stubborn fat loss. So guys, right now I'm kind of keeping HIIT in my back pocket as a tool for me to pull out a little bit later. Heads up, I got all this kale right here for $1. Like, this was one serving. Like, this was one little dollar package. It was the biggest one. I call it the Goliath. How many hours do I spend in the gym? Now, this is funny. It's actually like a 2016 resolution to just be in and be out much faster than previous. Now, long story short, I could probably pack all of the work into a push or pull workout in maybe 2 hours, but my leg workouts are like usually at least 3 hours, I'd say. That's not me telling you guys you need to train that sort of way. That just happens to be like what happens when I train the intensities that I'm using, with the volume I'm using, with the rest periods I like to. But then you factor in gym friends, gym homies, meeting fans and supporters, and especially as of lately, like I could easily find myself in a gym 4 to 5 hours. I'm not even joking. From working out to helping people and then just shooting the shit, like 4 to 5 hours easily. And yeah, it's like a personal project of mine to bring that down a bit. So I almost have to be less friendly, like keep my earphones on like all the time, just to kind of. Also, just know that, guys, if you haven't already purchased and read the Muscle and Strength Nutrition and Training Pyramids from Eric Helms, and you come up to me and start asking me like basic, and you've known this, and you've known that I've been telling you to get these and read these, then it's like you don't truly respect your time and my time, in a way. You know, I can imagine some people saying, yeah, but I can't afford it, and it's like, bro, I never, ever accept that as an excuse, ever. So guys, I've been landscaping these videos for two main reasons. One, because when I put it on YouTube, it actually makes sense and it's not tiny and like all portrait like that. I guess two, I just kind of wanted to switch it up and see what happens. So definitely let me know if it's too much like of a problem, because if it's just a slight issue, then it's probably not. Shout out to the dude who just snapped me a picture of his nutsack. You loyal. You smart. I appreciate. Holy shit, fam. We're international. We got fools up in Zimbabwe. Almost said the N-word. Sure. What are my thoughts on implementing powerlifting with bodybuilding? Pretty simple. Practice how you want to play, or just do what you want. What do you prefer? If you don't really care about your 1 to 5 rep maxes on major lifts, then do mostly bodybuilding work. But if you like that stuff, then do that. If your primary and only goal is bodybuilding, then train in the bodybuilding way. Train in the hypertrophy rep ranges. Train mostly like a bodybuilder. If you're strictly 100% power lifter, then you know that doing extra volume and unnecessary lifts is only going to take away a little bit from the main lifts. And guys, there's a huge spectrum. You could be like 50-50, 25-75, 75-25. And that's where the Ogus 753 comes in. As you guys know, I was doing Ogus 753, my own little program, for 8 or 10 months. And I never got on the powerlifting platform. It wasn't even the goal. My goal was both bodybuilding and hypertrophy, as well as getting pretty brutally strong in these favorite 4 lifts of mine. Now, I'm still working on this ebook, this project, but if you find yourself somewhere in the middle between loving being brutally strong versus loving to train like a bodybuilder and for hypertrophy, definitely stay tuned, guys. I'm hoping on having a landing page set up pretty quickly to start at least collecting emails so that, you know, when it's done, or at least when it's coming, you guys will know and be the first to know. The box I've been waiting for, the box that I paid $45 shipping to get it the next day, but I got it about 5 days later because of all these different mishaps. Box, which I've paid a total of like $275 for, is here. Well, I bought this little 13-week goal thing thinking it was way bigger. This cost me like $8 or $9. So here's the best self journal. It's basically like a 13-week daily journal. So on one side you could schedule out the day. You have the grateful 4 sections for the morning and night. Over here, like targets, wins, goals. I got the fancy leather case for mine.
Previously on Nurse Jackie, don't tell anyone at work part.
Dude, thank you guys so much for all the love. It's crazy. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter even. Y'all been tweeting me. Damn, thanks. Right, I had a homie who's 18 snap me about stretch marks on his shoulders, stuff like that. Don't worry, man. We all get them. They're gonna happen. And to be honest, they really like don't look bad. It's like, I mean, I have them everywhere, but it's not a bad look. Like, I wouldn't worry too much about it, man. We're all gonna make it. The definition is all too real. At like 12 and a half weeks out? Is that where I'm at now? I don't know. It's crazy though. You guys know what I'm doing. I'm setting up that post-workout meal. 4 different rice cake flavors at least. It's crazy as you grow up. Like, you never know the secret of rice cakes. Like, they don't want you to know that rice cakes actually taste really good when you're in a car driving home from the gym. Shout out to my homie that works at the Tesla dealership. Can you snap me again? Give me your information again? I think I lost it somewhere. Homie asked me, he wants to put on like 20 pounds of muscle in like 8 months, and he's a beginner, so he could probably do that. How long should workouts be? Like, just how long? It's tough to give you an exact number because it's going to depend on how many work sets you're doing, your warm up, what you do after the workout, if you talk to people in the gym, etc. You got number of work sets. What intensity are you lifting at? So powerlifting training, longer rest periods between those sets. Bodybuilding training, not short periods, but not. Generally, for most people, I'd probably recommend anywhere between 1 and 2 hour workouts, 3 to 6 times a week, something like that. Regardless, I recommend hitting each muscle at least 2 times a week. If you're a beginner, you could probably do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday full body workout where you're hitting each muscle 3 times a week. This is definitely why I recommend reading the training ebook specifically of the pyramids. It can definitely help you understand all these concepts. Oh, by the way, heads up guys, I uploaded the first Snapchat story from just a couple days ago onto my YouTube. So if you missed that or if you're new to this, check that out. Pro tip guys, while you do cardio, do something you enjoy, like maybe read a book, a good book, or listen to an audiobook. Makes it go by so much faster. Actually, if possible, can my Tesla homie DM me on Instagram? I think that would be the best way to get it. I've been getting asked a lot of questions about calories in, calories out today. I suggest you guys start with my Nutrition 101 video on my YouTube. Link right there. It's back day. I'm getting asked a lot about, Matt, should you retract your scapula during pull movements? Ask yourself, do you want to train scapular retraction or not? So if you keep your scapula retracted, you're not really training the scapular retraction in a stretch, contract kind of way. You're really working it in an isometric hold kind of way, which is still working it. But if you want to actively hit scapular retraction, you'll let your shoulder blades protract and retract. Like say you're doing pull downs, you're allowing the shoulders to elevate and depress, you're probably limiting the amount of weight and the amount of activation you could hit towards your lats. So, in my opinion, basically just be deliberate, do what you want. If you want to play with both, go ahead. Just know what you're doing. That's it. Alright, a teen snapped me asking, Matt, what's the best way for a teenager to gain mass and size in terms of a routine? Generally, I tell you guys, hypertrophy rep ranges for hypertrophy, and these rep ranges vary, but generally we're talking 6 to 15 for the most part. So definitely work in those rep ranges, but I also like to see teenagers hitting some strength rep ranges as well, 4 to 6 to build a good base and foundation from. Regardless of whatever rep range, whether it's 1 up to 20, you're constantly focused on progressive overload. So, building the total volume, adding weight to the bar, etc. So focus on progression in the 4 to 6 rep range, as well as the upper rep ranges of the 6 to 15. Build up, the weight on the bar, good form. Macro videos is coming. Until then, if you're trying to figure out your macros right now, just type into Google natural bodybuilding recommendations, Eric Helms. You should be able to find the recommendation. Someone just asked me, Matt, what are your thoughts on frequency, intensity, volume? I'm just thinking to myself, oh my God, you need to read the book. Like, that's so many topics right there. So far I've only heard one person tell me they'd rather have portrait. So I think I might keep going with the landscape on these snaps. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I love you. Seriously guys, what's so hard about stacking like plates with like plates? If it looks the same as that plate, you put it against that plate. Sheesh. Somebody just told me that I need to improve my lower lat insertion. Any anatomy people out there? Got asked about keto and fat loss. My general recommendation is save keto as literally a last resort for most people. Loyalty goes a long way, fam. Trust me. when Bae can't finish her Chipotle, so you just tell her to put it inside of yours.